Alright, guys. Apologies for being a little bit late. There's another project that I'm working on right now, and that is requiring a lot more of my attention than I thought. Actually, it's another 3 projects if you really want to know. This is stuff that might be good for the stream later, might not be, I don't know. So, I apologize for being late. I've really been, since I've moved, I've been trying to make a thing to not be late. But this one kind of got away from me because SWAT screwed me all up. Yeah, there's another stream that I run, Vasia, with another set of viewers. I gotta go buy some smokes. I'll be right back. No, seriously, I'm finishing my lunch.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Hey, Pop. Give me 1 second. Mr. Beast or something? Dude, you know what? Mr. Beast's channel is... I like Mr. Beast. That guy's cool. I like him and his boys. Just nice guys. I actually like that. I watch that. Dude, I watch that YouTube channel straight up. You see the train that crashed through a brick wall? Where did he get a train? Like, I don't... Where did he get a train? How did you get a train? I don't even, like, alright. Like, I'm not even mad. So, in the, alright, let me flip on the right screen. So, in the, in Mr. Beast's new video, they build a brick wall on train tracks that's, like, about 1 meter thick, and drive a train through it. And he's like, will this train crash through this brick wall? I'm like, yeah, it will. And surely enough, the train went right through the brick wall. Surely enough. Kind of funny how that works. Anyway. Nothing can stop a train. Yeah. Learned it from GTA. I hear that Mr. Beast might announce something space-related sometime next year. Yeah, maybe. Perhaps we can increase the hat change reduction to 5,000 points. Anyway. I've got walls of steel. I mean... Oh, man, dude, I just got an itch to play Railroads Online, but I don't want to play that game anymore. Supposedly it's gotten better, but... The second there started to be drama, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Happy Friday, Rocket Guy. Yeah. So, Rocket, for racing, dude, check out the Assetto important links. If not, talk to Max. Max will get you situated, dude. I'm kind of hype on it, dude. I'm kind of pumped that you're into it. Railroads Online had some real problems. First, it was with their Discord. People were saying really messed up stuff in their Discord. Apparently there's a lot of fascists that like trains. I don't understand that one, but I mean, maybe, I don't know. I think it's more that everybody likes trains. So when everybody likes trains, you put these people together, etc., etc. So some drama went down with their Discord, and then the entire dev team left. Like, most of the dev team left, and then they got new people in there, and then, like, 3 months later, that dev team left, and then the guy that was making the game sold it to sold the rights to the company. It sold the rights to the game to a company or something. Like, dude, it is a cluster. It is a cluster. That's why I haven't played it. I don't want to be associated with that stuff, man. Like, I don't know what's going on over there. I'm too afraid to ask.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
Okay. So actually, you got a Fanatec on order, but might try racing this weekend with your G920. Dude, G920's fine. I use a G29 myself. I think the pedals are what I need to do to get to the next level. It didn't die. They sold it, and apparently it's gotten a lot better because now it has a regular dev team on it. So I might give it another shot. But yeah. In other news, so the drop ceiling is finished, but there still is a little part where I need to kind of fill up because the room isn't the length of the room isn't in multiples of 2. So if you're using 2 square foot drop tiles, right? I gotta cut up some tile. I gotta go buy more and cut it up and fill it in. So you might hear a little bit of rain today, but it should not be nearly as bad as it was. Yeah, Baddens. I might have some of those coming my way. So, we'll see. The SWAT launch this morning was really good, actually, fellas. That was really nice. The coverage, and maybe it was just grouchy because I had to wake up in the morning. Like, really early in the morning. Like, earlier than I usually do. But,
Discovery, go and throttle up.
the coverage is kind of... I don't know, man. What do you guys think? The people there that were with me people that were there watching the stream with me definitely thought
Discovery,
it was,
go and throttle up.
he thought it was kind of annoying. No, it was bad. Like, dudes, I'm gonna be honest. I shouldn't
Discovery, go and throttle up.
I shouldn't call them out on it. I shouldn't do that. You shouldn't. Hey, Hillness, thanks for the 5 subs. I do appreciate it. And Red, thank you for the raid. How are you doing, buddy?
Go and throttle up.
How you feeling today? Better? Worse? Like, I don't know, man. I shouldn't badmouth it, dude. You know why? Because I'm not sure I can do better if I tried to do a professional cast like that. I'm not 100% sure. You know, maybe. I don't know. Hanging in there. You're having some of the holiday blues. Yeah, that happens, man. Dude, I have the ceiling in. Man, it must be really raining out. Like, I don't know, Illness, unless I'm willing to do, like, a professional cast, I think I need to be quiet. Like, and that's not, like, don't get me wrong, I didn't get an angry letter or anything. I'm pretty sure NASA doesn't care. I don't know what it is, dude. I can't put I was thinking about this when I was working on other stuff, like, between then and now. And I'm like, why did it... What pissed me off so much about that cast? Like, what did it? Like, it was a good cast. It was okay. I mean, the camera work, they had some problems with the camera. But, dude, that happens. That happens with casts, to be honest. That happens a lot. I just... As somebody that goes on tangents a lot, I don't... I guess I understand why they deviate from, like, watching the rocket or looking at the telemetry or something, but... I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. I can't put my finger on exactly why I wasn't a fan. Like, because they did... Somebody pointed out in chat that they did the same thing with Artemis, and that didn't bother me. You criticize F1 teams all the time, yet you can't run a real team. That's sports, Hellfish. That's different. Also, Ferrari needs to pull their head out of their tail. And I think Mercedes is frankly a bunch of geniuses for picking up Schumacher. What are you talking about? Slackster, the launch this morning. The launch coverage just... Dude, I'm just seriously... It's seriously coming down to... I think I was just grouchy because I had to get up. Because it was an okay cast. It wasn't bad. It's just... I don't know, whenever NASA covers a SpaceX launch, I think I get a little annoyed because SpaceX's casts are so good, and comparatively to NASA, they're like NASA's casts are okay, but SpaceX gives us live views. And don't get me wrong, the cast gave us the live views and stuff, but yeah, I think, Jim, that's what it is. I think I just wanted to see the rocket more. I mean, I was timing Arianespace in Road to Space the other day, and it was about 50-50 between the rocket and the commentators talking about everything that, everything else. And that's fine, that's okay. You should do stuff like that. And I enjoyed the couple of NASA things about the technicians and the people that are building it. That was cool, especially the woman that works like the mechanical engineer that works on that worked on the interferometers and how the thing opens and stuff. That was actually sweet. That was really cool. But yeah, sometimes I'm just like, what the hell's going on? No, NASA's coverage was bad. Yeah. Like, it's always kind of a, I don't know, dude. It's kind of a hard spot for me because if I see people in the chat that don't like it either, and if I don't do something about it, like, it always puts me in a hard spot. If people are like, oh, this sucks, it's like, I mean, obviously you don't want that for your stream. You don't want a bunch of people just sitting in here saying this cast is stupid, and that's exactly what happened this morning. Yeah, Hibbit, it seemed like it was rushed. SpaceX is all engineers, while NASA cast is education based. We're used to the engineering side. We're used to the engineering side. You don't want to be talked to as kids, but show and told things in detail. Devlin, I think that's what it is. Like, I know this is something that, like, people do all the time, like, oh, the Apollo program didn't do that. But with the Apollo program, they literally just, I've watched those reports. They're just reporting on what's going on. And that undoubtedly inspired way more people to get into STEM, It wasn't dumbed down. Go watch Walter Cronkite's cast. He just literally says what's going on. Now we're looking to land man on the moon for the first time in the collective human consciousness. Like, that's it. There's no like, well, now what they're going to do when the spacecraft separates, that's when the spacecraft separates from the upper stage. I'm like, dude, what? Who is this targeting? Who is this? Like, you're targeting kids with a satellite that's about climate change. I don't think kids understand that concept yet. Now, don't get me wrong. We should learn about that. That's important. I'm not trying to say that that's not a bad, thing's a bad thing, but like, do these kids even know what mass is yet? Like, and hey, if a kid wants to learn what mass is when they're 5, 6, 7 years old, well, good for them. But you do that on your own volition. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It seems really forced. Like, NASA is for the kids. It's like, all right. Okay. But think of the children. Yeah. You're a professional whose job is to stream and entertain live content. With NASA and SpaceX shown side by side, you start to pick up where NASA is falling way behind. Yeah. Apollo PAO is how all rocket casts should be done. Tell us what is happening. Do some engineering discussion about what is happening. That's what I like to do, Devlin. I take a cue. Exactly, dude. I take a cue from them. And, like, because it's Twitch, I like to have a little bit of fun in there, make some stupid jokes. Poop and fart jokes and pee-pee jokes are going to get made anyway. It's Twitch chat. When we're in the just chatting category, when we're in the science and technology category, you're going to get people that are just ringers that go around on different streams, that click on random streams. Those people don't know what kind of community we have here. But we don't want to sit here and be like, you don't want to sit there and turn your nose up at viewers either. Oh my gosh, you swore in my chat. How dare you? Like, no. Hey, can you just try to keep it classy during the day? We like to have a good time here. Just say frick instead of the other word, He said poop. My 6-year-old likes watching the rocket go up when he's out. Yeah. One takeaway is that at least we get coverage, period. I would like to see it be more in depth since most kids aren't looking at a cast like that for a climate change satellite. Yeah. Oh, nice, Raz. All right. Like, see, like, that's the other thing, Raz. I'm not above my own rules. If I curse, I will sit here and stare at the camera awkwardly for 10 seconds. Unless it's after midnight Eastern. You know, I have very strict rules about that, and I hold myself to my own rules. Because if you're not holding yourself to your own rules, what the hell are you doing? That's selective enforcement of rules, and I don't like that. I take that stuff really seriously. You know, you need to have access to the direct feeds and do it all on your own. Yeah. Is there an atmosphere in Uranus? Well, I mean, Uranus expels methane gas, Dish, so obviously... Wait, you're talking about the planet, aren't you? Oh. Never mind. See what I mean? Like, I don't mind doing, like, some little, like, old school SNL tier jokes like that. I like putting it in there. That makes it fun, you know? Like, I just don't know if that's going to fly very well on, like, a NASA cast, you know? Like, making poop jokes. Like, dude, did you guys see the YouTube chat from when, during Artemis 1, Daryl Nail was talking about the room temperature vulcanization stuff that they used to seal Orion from the elements? And he kept calling it cock. Now, don't get me wrong, that's its name. But he's like, the engineers noticed through the hurricane that the cock had fallen off the spacecraft. What they did is they went out onto the mobile launcher and they took the cock and applied the cock to the side of the rocket. I'm like, dude. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? Dude, just call it RTV. Just call it silicon sealer. Call it anything but that. I'm like, what are you doing? Stop it. Stop doing it. Just because you're 12, EJ. Hey, Mutter, I thought the goal was to inspire kids. You're gonna have a bunch of 12 and 15-year-olds watch that, and you're there. See what I'm trying to say? That's the point that I'm trying to convey. I laughed at it too. It was kind of funny. You'd be inspired. Oh, God. 15-year-old me would have laughed hysterically at that, and then I would have been like, this is dumb, I'm leaving. Actually, I would have watched it because rockets, but also, I think the average person, the average 15-year-old would be like, yeah, okay, that's weird. But maybe that's just me. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm out of touch. I don't know. You're out of touch. Oh, jeez. Don't even have the rights to... Yep. Dish. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a funny clip. Alright. I don't know, man. Anyway, speaking of tangents, excuse me. Let's see what we got. Let me get some tunage going here. There we go. So, what do we have to do today? We're noticing that my deep space network is not functional. It is not working. I'm pretty sure we have to go out there and we have to go... We have to go out there and we have to activate the stations. So... Yeah, Rocket, it's like... Okay. Ciao, Alex. How's it going? Hope you're well. What are you gonna do? Oh, okay, you just said that. Yeah, no problem. Rocket, stop doing that. Stop doing that. So I want to start flying around. We got to fly around and go activate all the ground stations. So we got to figure out what plane we're going to use to fly around. I need something that's going to get there relatively quickly. have a couple hours here before, about 3 hours till the Falcon 9 launch. Something fast. Yeah. Take the VTOL? Nah, the VTOL takes too long, dude. VTOL does not fly very fast. I gotta go looking through my airplane inventory here in my other my other save here. Let's see what we got. I think I have the right plane for the job here. It's not gonna look like much, dudes, but I think you'll like it. Fighter jet? I don't know. We could always take the Queen. Can we just launch there? We already discovered them. I don't know. I mean, maybe. Oh, yeah. We could always fly the Queen. How did you make the fairing rail, or the fairing tail? It's literally just a fairing that's in a cone. You know what I noticed about my 747? It literally has... We have a 747 here that has four GE90s on it. This is like a 747 with 4 777 engines. And then, like, I was looking at this, I'm like, why is that landing gear so high up off the ground? It's so high up off the ground because GE90. So here, take a look. 747s look funky with 777 engines on it. They've actually done that before. The GE test aircraft. Look. That's actually a GENX. That's a 787 engine. Not a 77, not a 777 engine. That's it with the GE90 on it. It looks goofy. Is that a 747? It is, Batman, yeah. That's a GE9X. That's the 777X's motor. So, I want to point out in this picture, this GE propulsion test platform, 747, it's a 747-400, and it's taking off, and the right wing is lifting more than the left wing because the left wing has this freaking boat anchor of an engine on it. Seriously, look. The right landing gear is off the ground, and the left landing gear is not, because you have a freaking super heavy engine on one side. I made a 2707 a long time ago, Aqualex, with Kraken Tech wings that fold. 2707 would be kind of cool. That'd be a fun build. Yeah, it's on one side. Weird, huh? So these are JT9s, JT9Ds, Ds. See what I mean? Anyway, and actually I think they replaced them with Pratt & Whitney's on the 400. They were originally JT9s. But yeah, see that? Our 747 has 4 of those. Do you have any hypersonic airplanes? I don't know. Papa, I don't know. I'm sorry, I wish I had a better answer. I have no idea. We've made so many freaking planes over the years. I mean, I know we have fighter jets that can go fast, but do we want to fly a fighter jet everywhere? The KB-70 can probably do it. Ah, that's a good idea. I was thinking we could get the 990 as well. We'll bring the 990 into my new engineering mode save. Oh.
Discovery, go at throttle.
It's already in here. Hey, Element. Choose whatever plane you like, but take a Fred with for ground support. We can take this little guy. This is a really nice plane. It flies very, very well. I see why I tilted them in. So this thing is designed to fly extremely fast. Now we are in engineering. We're in the engineering mode save, so I can show you what I'm talking about here. Do you have a B-52? I don't think so, Nephilim. No, never made it. Why do you hate me? Why do you hate me? Why do you hate me, man? Jeez. So, I remember back in the day, we made these planes. These planes aren't designed to go necessarily fast. I mean, this one does go pretty quick for what it is. It's got 4 Weasley motors on it. It goes pretty fast, but good change though. These planes are designed to be time warped. Like, this plane can fly just fine at 4x phys warp, or at least it should. So, here, how about we put it out on the runway and we see. Did you forget to activate the ground stations? Yeah. We're in engineering mode here. I gotta see. What the hell? Oh, I see what I did there. Hey Linus, what's going on? There's only gonna be 2 today, Twitch. So this plane, like I said, it doesn't look like much, but it's got it where it counts, kid. So we'll do a quick test flight out to the island runway. I'll show you what I mean. Yeah, with the flaps, it's nice and neutral, yeah. This plane that I made is based off of a Convair 880 or a Convair 990. I don't know if you guys noticed the speed. This plane is designed to go fast. Extremely fast. We do need to trim it out. Like, I designed this plane in a way to be able to basically hover in transonic, like stay right around transonic, because that's what the real one could do. Fun fact, one of the first airliners that could stick around in transonic was the Convair 990. Like, look it, we're sticking right at 300 meters a second. We're right at almost 0.9 Mach, 0.87 Mach, which is absurd for this altitude level. What am I doing, Dish? I'm selling airplanes. So yeah, I designed this plane to fly kind of like that. Doesn't transonic mean more drag? Or, well, yes and no. It does, Alzert, but if you add certain things to the wings, it actually makes it work a little bit better. Will there be any spacecraft designing and flying today? Well, we have the Tidris mission, Sile, after Falcon. We have Tidris. We're going to launch another Tidris, and this time I'll put the provisions on the Centaur stage to get it back. We need a power generation system. But yeah, see, this plane is designed to fly hands off, and then you should be able to do this. And it's really not a big deal. See? So like if we want to take a left turn here, and we want to fly down to the fjords, we can do that, and you can do it in 4 times fizz, and it's really not a problem. Look at the fuel though. Well, yeah, that's because we're flying low. If we go up, our fuel consumption will go down a lot. I don't know if this plane can fly as high as the K92, but it can almost fly as high as the K92. Hey, Gupsy. But see, yep, she's no problem just chilling up here. This aircraft does not have an ejector, no. Most passenger liners don't. In fact, no passenger liners do, to my knowledge. Alright, now I'm curious, what type of runway did we put down here? We saw it yesterday, Geeson. It's hard to watch. You know what? I forget where I put the ground tracking station. Should be able to see it. The Harrison Fjords. Thanks, Valax. The only thing I really don't like about this is the nose. I think the nose looks stupid, but I don't know. I'm not sure there's an alternative. But yeah, it's just got a bunch of crew cabins just next to each other. It's just a ground tracking station. Ogre speed, ogre speed, ogre speed. I think to activate it, we need to be local to it and go into Kerbal Konstructs, don't we? I'm not sure, Def. Alright. I have a long time ago, Valax. It does work, but the electric motors aren't strong enough. Well, we're dead. Unless the plane rolls over. Yep. Bonk. This is fine. This is fine. Okay, we might need to tweak the brakes a little bit. Textbook Ryanair landing. It was pretty good flying. Thanks. I think the brakes might be a little bit too much. Okay. We thank you for flying EJ Air and hope to see you again soon. Is that all we need to do? Just open the thing? I don't think we have comms enabled. So Smooth, how many hours? KSP mods in chat. Well, the contents over here, carry on, may have shifted. Alex, how many hours do I have in KSP? I've lost count. I've lost count. Nah, Putrefatos, my Steam hours are not accurate because I played KSP before it was on Steam for a very, very long time. Yeah, and even then, it's not accurate. Not connected. Do you have any tips for how to line up station parts? Gupsy, you know all those thermometers and RCS balls that I use and they get them to all the slot and the line up? There's your tip. That's why I built the space station modules that way so they can slot together like puzzle pieces. The docking port is only there to hold everything together. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. We will garage stretch break later. And yeah, you don't have to make thermal bearings exactly. It can be whatever. It's very interesting. I don't really... Have you ever played Simple Rockets 2? Yes. Not on stream, though. You officially graduate tomorrow? Congratulations, Alex. Do you have to buy them? Yeah, Mutter, I don't know how you... Oh, you know what it might be? It might be the group. We have to like own the group or something. Let me go into the group controls here. So edit groups, Fjord GTS. Okay, Cap, yeah. There's something that we're missing here. No signal. Yeah, that's what Cap just literally said the same thing, dude. Not to say that that's bad, Theox. Yeah, no, I see it. I'm just, yeah, it's very strange. Cause yeah, my ground track, I'm like, I think it has to do with like owning the area or something. See, I just set a price on this thing, right? But there's something else that we have to do. Armageddon launch, oh my goodness. Cool. Might be from the KSP admin building or something. Back in the group it said no active group set. Yeah, let's try that. Let's try closing the thing. Yeah, cooking. I don't know, Matt. My tracking data in relay satellites in the mission mode save were not communicating with ground stations. They were only communicating with KSC.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
Pod we. Well, that's the in-game ground stations, Creeper. That's the ones there are, if you set it, there are a bunch of Kerbal ground stations that pop up. There was another thing that we had to do, and I noticed it, Creep, when we bought the plane hangar. The ladder truck hangar. I noticed it. I just don't remember what they had me do. There are fuel stations at every site except for this one, Cake, and this was my test. That's why I just wanted a small ground tracking station here. But yeah, every one of them has fuel, so we can fly around. Yeah. Guys, I gotta take a piss. I'll be right back 1 second, okay? BRB, one moment. That was a tricky thing to solve. It is monsooning out. I went outside and I'm like, oh, you know, I usually go to the back of my garage in the woods. There's nobody back there, but it is a gigantic puddle. So, yeah, and it's really windy out. So, Confucius said, never piss into the wind. It's one of life's goals there. So I had to go all the way down to the house. It's just raining here, Kuro. Yeah. I think Confucius said that, I'm pretty sure. Maybe Nostradamus. Gotta get a Furzy style tunnel to the house going. Okay, so... Did we activate the station? It's closed. Okay, save and close. Yeah, Orion, well, the Berkshires are having a good time. And by having a good time, I mean they're getting, like, destroyed. I thought to myself as I pissed into the wind, it's all coming back to me now. Right. Right. Yeah, Gore-Tex, that storm. There's a big one that's coming behind this one. Yeah, I was watching the weather this morning. I'm kind of hoping that the weather people's predictions are right. Because if they're right, I'm getting all rain. Can you select it in the tracking station? Yeah. Snowblower works. Yeah, snowblower works, guys. So, fellas, I'm not 100% sure what to do here. Oh, yeah, Clayton. 45. It's basically what it's been here. It was really cold the other day. It got below 32. You know what? We'll wait. Guys, here's what we'll do. We'll wait until more viewers come in. I don't think it requires power. We have to, like, activate the thing or something. Nah, Jackal, it's not... No, there shouldn't be any errors here or anything. It's just something that I'm missing. Like, we got... The desert works. I think Loopy was telling me it has something to do with an owned site, but I'm not sure where he is. We'll wait till he pops in a little bit later, and then we'll ask. In the meantime, what I can do is we can keep designing stuff. So we have Tidris with NTRG tonight. Did you check the Kerbal Konstructs settings? Yeah. But not entirely sure myself since I haven't used tracking stations in Kerbal Konstructs, but does the tracking station show up in Kerbal Konstructs tab? In the Space Center scene. Let me check. New Mustang looks nice, dude. That's really cool. Naturally aspirated awesomeness. Yeah, those are my 3 Deep Space Network tracking stations. 1, 2, and 3. They're not exactly triangulated, but they're close. A picture is not going to do you any good, Def. I'll just...
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Hey, Laser Juice, welcome to Mission Control. You're go at throttle up. My mind just blanked. Wow. A picture isn't going to do you any good, Def. I'll show you the numbers on the Cal controller and you just copy them. That's the right move. What are these things over here? Whoa, Laser. Thanks, man. That's a lot of bits. I appreciate it. Thanks, buddy. Like, what are these? What are those things over there? Open and close, right? Go into settings, different options, Kerbal Konstructs. Okay. Okay.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Well, yeah, okay. That could be just the local difficulty settings, though. Old Greg, 5-month resub. Thanks, buddy. Mutter, let me check something here. You're clear to land, Alucard. So this is in the mission mode save. Tidris 2 is the name of the payload that we're launching, Zimpy. I have Tidris 1 up there. Now we need 2. No, it's its own thing. Galactic server. Odie, I looked at it. Yeah. I have somebody linked it already. I read like the first couple of paragraphs. Are my facilities open? It says they're open. Yeah, the part of land that KSC is on kind of looks like Africa. And then everybody calls this Kerbria because it looks like the Korean peninsula. Hey, nice guy. Yeah, and that's Kerbfrica. Yep. Mm-hmm. I don't know if like him. How was the launch this morning? It was alright. Good launch. Yeah, showing all connections, Mutter, yeah. Strange, Mutter. I don't really understand. Everybody, yeah, like from the threads that you guys were saying, like everybody just says, you know, oh, activated, deactivated, activated, deactivated, activated, deactivate. So, what does leave stock ComNet do? I think you select that option if you are using ComNet, or not using ComNet as opposed to remote tech, I think. I'm not sure. Do not remove the overpowered stock ComNet stations around Kerbin. I was wrong. Yeah, Civics, exactly. No, that's too old of a thread. So, guys, there's an interesting thing here. The interesting thing is that the ground tracking station that I put at the desert, the one I put at the desert out here, that one tracks. That one works. I'm so confused. There's something I'm missing, and it's not very intuitive. Is it set to active? Yeah. They are in separate groups, 219, yeah. What's the issue? My ground stations don't work. I would say January or February, Canadian. Let's go for a ride again. You didn't see a Fred on board? Oh, there we go. No, Laser, we got some time. Yeah, this was a bad idea. This plane was stupid to fly that. That one is... I don't have the flight control systems completely bound up like I do have with the other one. Let's get the K-92. It's bigger brother. There we go. Yeah, I'll just do it here. I'll use the bigger. I'll use the bigger brother. Bigger brother is a little easier to fly. It is a gyrocopter, yep. High altitude gyro. Well, auto gyro, actually, if we're going to be technical. Alright, frick this one too. I'll just bring the frickin' plane back down there. How do you get better at landing precisely from KSC from orbit? With me, Rocket, it was practice. Practice mostly, yeah. So it really depends on what you're bringing back to KSC, dude. Remember turning this into an SSTO. Let me just fix something. There's something that I always wanted to change with this plane, but never got around to it. I didn't do it when we lightning round fixed it the other day. I always hated out of the back of this plane. It really looked weird by having that strange tail. I just want to fix that first. I saw it, Hellfish, yeah. It's pretty cool. Why not the blended wing? Because I have runways everywhere, dude. Yeah, it looks way better with straight back. Does the back still open? Yes. Yes, it does. I'm wondering how well it's going to fly with that back there, with that extra mass. Yeah, the Kraken tech, the robotics aren't strong enough higher to be able to do that, even if you overclock them, which is just a crying shame. Yeah, fellas, but just going back to a side note, I'm kind of out of ideas. I don't know what we need to do to fix it. I know it has something to do with, like, ownership of it. You have to own it. What was wrong with the smaller plane? There's no runway at the closest site. Uh-oh. What's that, Phil? Temperature and... Hey, Duck. Thanks, man.
The Eagle has landed.
Temperatures inside habitable compartments seems to have been maintained between plus 18 and plus 25 C. It is allowed to raise to 30 C or fall to 10 C for no more than 3 hours a day, writing a long read on the Soyuz thermal control system. Coolant leak, man. Jettison the saucer section. Seriously. That Soyuz is junk. I don't know what they're gonna do to fix it. I don't think there's anything you can do. Once the coolant goes, the system's fry, and that's the end of that. All right, let's fly this. Let's see. So what I want to do here, guys, is see if we can A, still time warp this plane, and B, if we can, we'll fly. I mean, we can fly down to the fjords again. I don't really care. I don't know, Jim. Guys, I'm kind of at a loss, dude. I don't really know what to do here. The whole back does open, yes. Just fly down to the fjord again. I'll just land this or try it. You seem a little burnt out. No, 95. I'm just not. So okay. I mean, one, SWAT this morning kind of screwed me up. Two, I had a plan for flying around in KSP today. And so I wanted to go into engineering mode and test what I wanted to do to activate the ground station. But what I'm doing is not what I did. What I thought was going to fix it didn't fix it. So now I'm just confused. I don't know what I need to do. So like, I want to launch the shuttle, but I also want to fix this because, well, it's not a problem now. It will be a problem in the future. It's supposed to be more like a C-17 airborne. Okay, let's see. Can this thing do what I think it can do? Yep, it absolutely can. I designed this plane to be able to do this. Time warp. Now, don't get me wrong, that's a little bit of an issue. But, you know, we cross that bridge when we come to it. So, you know what I think I want to do? I kind of just want to finish upgrading this plane because I'm not exactly sure what I need to fix. I don't know. It's something about owning the facility. And I heard Loopy talking to me about it the other day, but I don't... Have you gotten the Financial District DLC? Yeah. I haven't bought it, Airborne, but I can. That's the other thing I was thinking about, dude. If we can't solve this problem now, maybe we could go mess with cities for a couple hours, you know? That'd be cool. I know Beam has a big update, Chuck. I want to play that too. Ask if Satisfactory is an option. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not burned out. I kind of want to launch the shuttle now, but I told people that I would launch the shuttle. I told them I would launch it after Tidris, you know? Or I would launch Tidris after the O3MB power mission. Is it possible with this aircraft to make a water landing like the Spruce Goose? I didn't really design it to do that, Juice, but I have another plane that's based off of this that's designed to do that. No, Chuck, it's not so much wanting to do so many things. It's like I was saying, like, my plans for today got all screwed up because, just because reasons. There's another thing that I wanted to mess with the K79. There was an idea I wanted to test out with rebuilding the tail section of this to make it, well, better. And this isn't a better as the enemy a good. This is more like a Wings Wednesday thing that I wanted to do. Just testing a building procedure here to make a really, really nice shape out of fairings, but... Let's just try one more time with the ground stations to fix it. Because see, there's a ground station right there. See that swath right there? There's a ground station, and we should be able to... It should be relaying a signal, but it's not. It says we have no connection. Keep opening and closing it, and eventually the thing started working. Yeah, Rocket, a bunch of people are talking about that. You need an engineer. Not as far as I know, Chillin'. I mean, maybe? Bill's an engineer.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
42 months resub. It's the answer to life. Indeed. Well, we came down here. What is this? Yeah, I can't see that during the stream. Play the audio. Supposed to do that. Yeah, well, with nothing in it, fire, with no payload, the thing flies fine. Alright, now we gotta go here. Did you already try assigning staff to it just to see? I have not done that. Okay, so now it's just an object. Facility type. Ground station. I don't know, Corsi. I have no idea, dude. Give it an opening cost? Yeah, Pilch, we can try that. So see, okay, so how do we open it? What is the group of the desert one? Member of group Desert Airfield Bulletin. It's something about ownership. So like, how do I buy this thing now? That's the thing. How do I buy it? I'm confused. Do we have to, in the groups, do we have to make a thing that we can buy? Like, does that work? Like, that's my guess. You throw money at it. Throw money at your mom. So let me try. So like, what would we put this as? A recovery base, merchant, storage, ground station. There's got to be something that we could do to assign it to make us own it. You know what I mean? Or there's got to be something that we need to put down. Put it out on the water? It is on the water. Yeah, sure, I does. You found the thread. Alright, let's see. Let's see what we got. X out of this real quick. Nice. Find a suitable location, land there. You need a craft or a Kerbal at the location you want to make a base. Make sure you're controlling that craft, then hit Control K to bring up the Kerbal Konstructs Statistics Editor. Take control of the craft or Kerbal at the base, then hit Control K to bring up the Kerbal Konstructs. Yeah, it's a little bit out of date. We'll see. This is no good. Alright, let's try... Well, the one that works is at the desert, KSP. That was already placed. It says we own the desert, right? You have to, so like you have to buy it. I set prices on these ground stations. I've been setting prices on the ground stations, but there's no way to buy the stupid thing. And that's where I'm getting confused. In career mode, you can open and close the bases in the base boss and the tracking station or map view. Okay. Imperator, 20-month resub. Thanks, buddy. It's very strange. Yeah, Gore-Tex, yeah, okay. Did that work for you, or did you see that in the thread? I set a buy price on that station down there. Thread, okay. Okay, Hyperphotic. Yeah, there's something that I'm missing, dude. You have to buy the facility, but I don't know how to do that. So let me go down to that plane that we have down there. When you're near the facility, try opening the Kerbal Construct menu on the right side of the screen. Hyper, I think that's it. I think you're right. I think that's what we need to do. Over here, Kerbal Constructs. Hey Johnny, what's going on, man? What's this? Yeah, I mean, it's Kerbal Space Program. It's green, it means it's open. Yeah, Johnny, I'm actually having a problem with Kerbal Constructs, dude. If you're familiar with Kerbal Constructs, hey, Doom, what's going on? If you're familiar with Kerbal Constructs, how do I activate this station? I opened it in Kerbal Constructs, but it seems like, okay, so I'm curious because like we have a purchasing price, right? I put a purchasing price on this for 100 credits. Set it to, you set it to open. You save the facility, save, right? Let's go in here, make sure we select this, right? Facilities here. Have you enabled more ground stations in the main settings? We have enable comm network, enable commnet ground stations. Is there anything that I'm missing, Lemborn? There are launch sites all over Kerbin. I know about that, Johnny. Yeah. I know about the Cove and all the other ones, dude. Yeah. Johnny, I don't tell people about that, though. I don't tell them about it. I don't think open everything is going to work, Flankin, because it's already open right now. I just don't know how to... How do I buy it? So Johnny, I have a mod that uses the same, it's a mod that basically makes it so you can build your own bases, and it uses the same idea as the launch sites. It uses kind of that same code. So I'm down here on the southern tip of this kind of peninsula here. KSC is up there, and I wanted to build a ground tracking station here. Problem is, my ground tracking stations don't work in the KSC upgrade menu. I know there's a step that we're missing, Hyperphotic. That's why I'm getting a little, like, I'm not annoyed or anything, just a little confused. Yeah. What are facility types? I can show you that. Yeah, that's what I was tinkering around with, right? So we're in the Fjord group right here. Edit groups. Who's that? I don't think that's... There's like an ownership beacon or something. So let's go in here. I want to look through these assets here and I want to see. Maybe there's something, a special thing that we need to place down to make it like a discoverable site or whatever.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Flatgate, 4-month resub. What a beautiful airport. Thank you. Okay. Try G menu do upgrade all facilities. Yeah, space button. I don't know if that applies to Kerbal Construct. Water. Alright. Let's go back to local instances. Facility types. Let's see what we got here. Merchant, storage, ground station, fuel tanks, hangar, barracks, research, business, landing guide, touchdown guide left, touchdown guide right, recovery base. Let's just do what everybody else is saying to do. Just open it and close it a bunch of times. I highly doubt that fixed the problem because this doesn't change anything. Actually, you know what? I got another thing. Hold on. Do you know what a file unpickler is? No. Well, Aqualux, here's the thing, all right? Like, take a look. Opening cost, 100 credits. We set it to open, right? I remember the other day, dude, you know that garage that I have at the end of the runway for when the shuttle lands? Chat was like, no, you have to activate it. You have to activate it. I placed it down and I set it as open, but that wasn't enough. I had to like go over with a Kerbal and buy it. There was a step that I missed. I forget what I did. Oh yeah, Shutzy. No, I haven't. Let's check the difficulty again. Does the Kerbal have to get out? I don't know. I don't want enable extra ground stations. Hey, Smirks. Alright, well, okay. Let's try to get them out of here. So, we need to go here. That'll work too. I'm awake. It opened. It was just opening the quick way. I noticed that our the Kraken tech hinge didn't work that time. I'm not sure why, but we'll check that later. Are you using remote tech? No, I'm not. Those doors are awfully big for Jeb. Those are human-sized doors, man. If you right-click the Kerbal, does the Kerbal have an option if you right-click? No. Plant a flag? Why, Jim? Kerbal is about 1 meter tall. Yeah, there was an anomaly. This is engineering mode, Mutter. Yeah, the revert flight option is there. We're in engineering mode. Science or career? It's a sandbox save, dude. You just have to fly near it, Aqualux. There's some kind of flag or something that we have to put on there, or we have to make it register so the Kerbal discovers it. Maybe you can fix the plane? Airborne, the back of the plane is off. And would you have money? Alright, I'm gonna leave Bill down here, and then we'll just, you know what? Let's just leave the plane down here, whatever. Yeah, I don't know, Mutter. I suppose it wouldn't give us the option, huh? Alright. Mutter, the only thing I can think of is get the K-92 out and fly down there in mission mode and see what happens. Right? Well, Shady, that's what I thought it was going to do with Tidris, but who knows? So let's go in here. We'll go on a flight down there. We'll see what happens. So Matt got a selfie with Peter Beck. Cool. All right, we're in mission mode, so let's get Jeb and Bill ready to go, and we'll go for a quick flight. Is it Kerbal Constructs? Is what Kerbal Constructs? How? It's Kerbal Constructs. Yeah, the mod is screwing with this. But yeah, that's the name of the mod if that's what you're asking. I'm not really quite sure what you're asking. We gotta log this. Okay, flight log is good. Let's do this. Hey, drummer. We're having some problems with Kerbal Konstructs, but we'll figure it out. I'm missing the step that I need to activate the ground stations, and I'm not exactly sure what I need to do, but... Remember to arch your shoulders! Full power, Jeb. Gear up. Here we go for transition into horizontal flight. Okay, we're in full auto gyro. That's what it was designed to do, Nova Raptor. The AJ-60 was supposed to be a solid rocket booster first stage for a Saturn 1B. What is the difference between the ground station and tracking station in Kerbal Konstructs? Yes? Would it have been a bad idea to put crew on one of those, considering what we know post Ares 1X? No. What do you mean, considering what we know post Ares 1X? What are you talking about, Nova? Okay. I'm going to fast forward this conversation. You're typing about how you read a report somewhere by the Air Force or something or whatever about Ares 1 and Ares 1X and its vibrations. Yeah, the vibrations weren't a problem. They were something that needed to be solved. What NASA was planning on doing is that they were planning on basically putting in a damping device in the inner stage on Ares on the Ares 1 to prevent that from happening. The vibrations are not they're not something that, oh, well, it's vibrations, SRBs are bad. No, not at all. It's not, that's not a big deal. The only reason why everybody thinks, oh, Ares 1 isn't safe. Ares 1 is a death trap. Ares 1 is a death trap. The only reason why is because those were the challenging problems that needed to be solved to get the thing flying when the program was canceled, dude. And so that's what we heard about. Can you imagine if, like, you know, God forbid, like, SpaceX went bankrupt, and they went bankrupt trying to get Falcon 9 reusable, right? What would people be saying about Falcon 9? Oh, reusability still doesn't make sense. They tried it with the Space Shuttle, they tried it with Falcon 9, it doesn't work. You know what I mean? They'd be saying, people would be saying that same crap. There'd be arguments on Twitter about it all day. You know, there'd be arguments on the internet, on social media, everywhere. Ares 1 would have worked just fine. The only thing is everybody thinks it's a piece of junk because the problems that they needed to solve to get it to work because it was still in development when it was canceled were the last things we ever heard about it. That's all. Does that make sense? Solid rocket boosters aren't bad. They aren't bad. People will fly on Atlas N22 with Starliner with solid rocket motors. See what I'm trying to say? So no, that would have been just fine for Saturn 1B. They would have ran into the same problems. SRBs make a lot of vibrations because it is a violent explosion that's going on in there, sure. But it wouldn't, it's not like an untenable thing to fix. Everyone would be like, super chilled propellants are unsafe. Bingo. Yep. You got it. SRBs are just fine if you want to use that as your propellant for human rating. We are going to do it with Artemis 2. We did it for 30 years with the Space Shuttle, over 135 flights. And the reason why one of those flights didn't work is because the SRB was designed to work in a certain way, and then they made it not work in a certain way. I would call that more user error than design flaw, in my honest opinion. That's like going off-roading in your Prius, right? And then driving through a river because you're going off-roading and the thing sinks and you say, wow, what a bad design. Wow. They really didn't know what they were doing with this Prius. What a design flaw. Can you type your antenna range in the chat for the ground station? Yes. Can you select the tanks in KSP to use liquid hydrogen? Only with mods. There's only liquid fuel and oxidizer for rocket engines to mount, and liquid fuel is also the jet engine propellant. No, Ren, I haven't figured it out. We're gonna fly down there in mission mode and see what happens. I don't want to fly just a regular plane down there in mission mode and try and land, because in case I screw up, so we're flying with 9201 right now. Maybe we need repeater stations to link them back to KSC. Well, I thought that Tidris would do it, but it's not. Tidris is not bouncing off the ground stations, which is strange to me. Shut up, Krasno. You're not sorry. You stupid Kappa emote. You stupid Kappa emote. I see what you're doing. Don't lie. Think someone would do that? Just go on the internet and tell lies? No, this is Billy Baldwin. If you want Danny Baldwin, call his extension. Stupid! Sorry. Can you select the tanks? Okay, that explains why they aren't working. The mod might be bugged. Yeah, maybe. Oh, you're talking about your mods. I don't know. I can't speak to that, dude. Approaching the fjords. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain speaking. We are now approaching the Harrison Fjord area. If you'll please return to your seat, sit back, relax, turn your tray and seat back into the upright position. I'll be on the ground momentarily. Again, we know you have a choice in airlines, and we thank you for flying EJ Air. Our flight attendants will be coming around with a very nice MasterCurb credit card deal that will be exclusively through EJ Air. Once again, remain comfortably seated. Try to seat back in the upright lock position. I'll have you on the ground momentarily. In-flight crew, prepare for arrival. Oh, thanks, Mac. You're talking about Jeb, right? You had a flight with pre-roll ads before takeoff the other day. Oh dear. Watch out, local natives have anti-aircraft rockets. Sir, this is Kerbal Space Program. Oh, that chat ain't right, boy. I tell you what. Oh, oh, oh. Ah, that was in a different save, Laser Juice. That plane isn't here in this save. In fact, that plane doesn't exist in this save. We'd have to bring it in. Oh, 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 oh. We are good for vertical flight transition. Aircraft is now into vertical flight transition here. We have touch. Ladies and gentlemen, Captain has turned off the fastest seatbelt sign. Once again, we thank you for flying with EJ Air, and we hope to see you again soon. He would like to see this fixed-wing rotor aircraft hybridized with a blimp. Why? Better fuel economy. Okay. Did you replace the network switch? Good reference. Yeah, fellas, I don't I don't see it. I don't see what's going on here. I'm missing it. In the stream title Dated Fusion at Livermore, you started placing the runway hanger at about 7:42. Yeah, Fungi, if you could do me a solid and watch a little bit more and see what I did. Spiffy, you're last. Maybe if we build something here like another dish, it will register. Yeah. Does anything show up at the Space Center in the Kerbal Construct menu? What do you mean, hired? What would show up there? It's nothing that we can't see in map view, dude. Yeah, I know about Control K. You think Amazon will buy ULA because they're struggling to get their rockets off and have invested so much into ULA now? A friend of mine does stuff in the industry and made a point of his crazy idea. What do you think? No. No, not at all. I don't why does your friend think ULA is struggling? I mean, maybe, Denny, I don't know. They're struggling to get their rockets off. Oh, you're talking about Amazon. No. I don't think they're struggling to get any. I don't think they're struggling to get any rockets off and running, to be honest with you guys. Why do people think that? You guys got to remember, going from New Shepard to New Glenn is not easy. Generally, what companies and space programs have done in the past, scale up the rockets as they go. Mercury, Gemini, Apollo, Space Shuttle, etc., etc. Or if you look at SpaceX, Falcon 1, Falcon 9 1.0, Falcon 9 1.1, all the way up to Block 5. You scale up as you go, all the way, and then SpaceX is moving to Starship. Blue is literally trying to cold turkey build a Starship-style vehicle, or at least a gigantic Falcon 9. They're not struggling at all. It's what I always say about building big launch vehicles. It takes time. It does take time. And since they have contracts with ULA for propulsion, they're focusing on that right now. Understand? Let's try this. Right, but I could see Bezos one day saying, I want it now just to buy all these rockets. Okay. All right. Yeah, you could see it because it already happened. Look, this was this is coming from Mike Sheets at CNBC, April 5th, 2022. Amazon on Tuesday announced what it says is the biggest rocket deal in commercial space industry's history, signing with 3 companies for up to 83 launches of its Project Kuiper Internet satellites. The technology giant signed contracts for 38 launches with United Launch Alliance, 18 launches with European company Arianespace, and 12 launches with Blue Origin, with an option for as many as 15 additional launches with private ventures that's owned by Jeff Bezos. I mean, Danny, does your friend not know that this exists here? I mean, he basically did. ULA changed their entire business strategy for this block buy, i.e. going for reusability. But it's contractual, it's not an investment, it's a contractual thing, you know what I mean? Hang on a second. Here we go.
Discovery, go and throttle
See you,
up.
Black. 37 month resubs to 37 more. Actually, let's make this a small ground tracking station. Still nothing. Could it be a matter of needing to reload? I don't know. Set active group is the group that I'm attaching stuff to. Looking at the code, there's a setting enable ComNet ground stations under gameplay settings that you should So Woomerang tracks? Why the hell does Woomerang track? I don't understand. I'm so confused. And the desert tracks just fine, but those are pre-made bases. In fact, fellas, I'm not even sure if my tracking station is the one doing the tracking there at the desert. In fact, that line goes to the launch site. It does not go to my tracking station. I don't know. I'll ask again in a little bit, guys. Let's head home. Oh, Blue Flare, you're here. Try opening the Kerbal Construct menu. Yeah, dude, I've been messing with this all morning. I don't know what the heck's going on here. I don't understand why this is happening. Do a little skydiving on the return trip. Whenever you see this overlay right there, the mission mode overlay, Laser Juice, no screwing around. Everything needs to be by the book. No reverts are allowed. I have revert save disabled. Oh, restart the game, Biff? Couldn't hurt. No, Kerbal Konstructs is a mod cap, so yeah, Kerbalpedia is for the stock game. Yeah, we've been messing with that, Blue. It is not doing what we want, comrade. We will restart the game now. I'm not sure that you can, Aqualex, but I'll check. If that doesn't work. I don't think the mod is having any issues, Drummer. I think your boy doesn't understand how to use said mod, and that's a problem. Move that up there. Yeah, Blue, that's all good. I have not tried that. I haven't restarted the game yet, so for all we know, it could be working, and we just don't. In fact, this is probably the first thing we should have done. Sorry, guys. Whoopsies. Yeah, but Drummer, you're right, but in this particular scenario, how the heck does that help me just saying this mod doesn't work? It doesn't help me figure anything out. That's literally that you're just saying words, dude. You know what I'm saying? No, Gore-Tex. Is Minecraft on the books tomorrow? No. I'm not streaming tomorrow except for GTA Racing RJ. For the rest of this year, I'm going to try taking Saturdays off and streaming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I need to see something. Yeah, we still don't have signal. I'm trying something, and I have a theory, but I don't want to say anything. So, Minecraft is moved to Mondays. I'm going to do Minecraft Mondays. Yeah, so I'll be here for GTA tomorrow, but that's it. The arm on the chair is wiggling. Give me 1 second. I gotta tighten up the screws. I'll be right back. Well, let me get my damn old toolkit, boy. Let me get my damn toolbox. We're going to make sure that this chair is working exactly as intended. Let me just go ahead and tighten up that screw there, boy. Man, that thing was like 3 turns out. Well, the chair's wiggling around down here. Let me see if I can go underneath and take a dang look and see if I can fix it. Well, I think I fixed all the things there, boy. Should be good now. Well, you're my paper boy. I know my paper boy. You ain't the paper boy. It doesn't matter unless I can set the range manually. There we go. Try opening the Kerbal Construct menu on the bottom right-hand side. Okay. Right, I'm asking what it should be. I have no idea. I have no idea. It seems like you opened it. Well, we would have a connection to it if we did, don't you think? Probably not, Sawyer. Yeah, Blue, I'm really confused. Alright, I'm gonna make my way back. Are there any satellites in line of sight that they can track? That is, this is right here. It's not just about satellites. I should be making a connection to the ground station when I'm right next to it. Just not getting connections. It's like the ground stations aren't even there, GraphShark. It says that they're open in the Kerbal Constructs menu. I have my filter just set to tracking station, and it says they're all open. If I shut off the open filter here, it says everything is open. But yeah, none of them do anything. I think it has to do with owning the base and stuff, guys, to be honest with you. What do I know? Okay. We'll go for takeoff. The runway is fine. What do you mean the runway is fine, Holmes? So with the ground stations or Kerbal Constructs, I do know that unless it's got communication parts on it, it will act weird. Oh. You saying I should put an antenna on this, Wolf? But if that's the case, wouldn't we have a tracked signal from the shuttle? Would have tracked everything from the mission yesterday. Oh, thanks, Reverts. This is the K92. It's an auto gyro. High altitude auto gyro. I'm not sure if this thing would work in real life, but it works in Kerbal. So, that's kind of neat. Can you help with last? I got a Konstructs question. I spawned a desert launch pad on the moon at my moon base, but the option make launch site is grayed out. What do I do? Put a spawn point on it. Universal spawn point, set it, make launch site. Guys, Loopy was telling me something the other day about how these don't work because I don't own them. Or something like that. And I'm not sure exactly, like, how do I own it? Like, I have to buy it? I don't know. Okay, Graph Shark. Thanks, man. Gotta own them. Indeed, Scrap. What's CNC? I don't even know what CNC is, man. I don't think I have CNC on here. Yeah, I don't think. Every site is listed in a Kerbal Constructs menu, where I will show which sites are open and closed. Well, I put a spawn point back there, I'm pretty sure. I think it's the Kerbal Construct menu inside of the VABSPH. Alright, well, let's head back to KSC and then we'll see. This plane's awesome. Love this thing. No. Oh, we have a signal. I think it's through KSC, though. Yeah. What is the signal used for transmitting science? What is signal used for? You got to put in antennas and you transmit through the antennas. My rotors are slightly out of sync and it's very annoying. It should be okay, Zimbal, but I turned it down just a little bit. Seems alright to me. Alright, what time is that Falcon launch? Hold on. 5:21. Okay, we have some time. Cool. It should be better now. But yeah, it is loud when we get near the craft. Now the music is a little loud. That should even everything out. If we aren't able to get tracking stations up, what alternative plans would I have? Build trailers with ground tracking stations on it. Yeah. Build my own DSN. It's gonna be way easier than the last time we did a dead crew because we don't need something like the K90. K78 will do it. Less parts, easily time warp. I have runways everywhere. We can just go land on the damn runway, so I can send a fixed wing aircraft there instead of this thing. It'll take half the time to do it. Would you drive them there? I would not drive them there. No. No, not at all. I used to make my own deep space tracking stations. I put it on a trailer and made it look like a regular ground tracking station. Ground tracking stations are usually just a little dish that's on like the back of a semi-truck trailer. That's it. Yeah, that's what I did. You'd have to put a pilot in them so they provide control? No, hypersonic. As long as they bounce off TDRS, it should be fine. That's how NASA does it. How do you think NASA gets a signal from a ground tracking station in Texas? Or not in Texas. So, like mission control. Or, well, actually, let's take JPL. How does JPL get a signal from the dishes in Canberra? It bounces it off of TDRS. Or at least I'm pretty sure they do. Either that or it's just over the internet. Who knows? Could be just the internet. In fact, it was probably TDRS at one point, but... You have to set a flag for it, Def. You have to set it as a recovery base. Alright, coming in for a landing at KSC. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now beginning our descent right back into the KSC area. If you'll just sit back, relax, and return back to your seat, and make sure your tray and seat back are in the upright and locked position. All right, flight attendants will be coming around collecting any potential garbage. One of the things that makes EJ Air a great airline is how clean we keep our aircraft. Make it as good as keep it as good as you left it. So you'll just return your tray and seat back. Return your trade seat back to the upright and locked position. I'll have you down on the ground very shortly. Currently, in KSC, we have clear skies, good visibility. And I'll have you on the ground shortly. In-flight crew, prepare for arrival. Don't tell me what to do. I'm the captain. Actually, it's a federal crime if you don't obey what I have to say when we're flying. Not my rules.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
And our go. 33. Hey, Bandit. Reach TOD marker. Descend FL 100. Turn right 090 at Jebo. Nice. Let me see that, Mr. Bond. Wow. Volumetric clouds. That's pretty neat. Con Air. Clear to land VFR runway 27, Roger. This is Kilo Alpha 92001. Landing VFR runway 27. Yeah, it's a helicopter also. It's not too bad. Have you ever thought about getting your actual pilot's license? Depending on how you do it, it's not as hard as expensive as people would believe. So, PA Flyboy, there is an airport that's 20 minutes down the street from me. A little private airport. And if I was going to do it, I'd do it there. Hello. Trying to reduce rotor RPM, that's why we took off for a second. There we go. Yeah, dude, maybe. It's not high on my priorities list, but I really would like to. You know, like, I had pilots teach me how to fly. Like, when we were playing Flight Simulator and stuff, I would have pilots, like actual pilots that watch the stream. Like, I'm not talking guys that, you know, I'm not even guys that just fly Cessna around. One of my moderators, one of my best friends on the stream flies like big boy jets around. I have those, and then like I have guys that fly around some of the planes in Flight Simulator. So Zero and Tech and Shattermage and there's a couple of other people, Adam, and there's a bunch of people, and I had them teach me. Yeah, and then there's Bloodflame. Bloodflame's a CFI, or was a CFI at one point. So I have those guys teach me. So like I know what I'm doing. Like if you put me in a Cessna, I could fly around, and no one would be the wiser. But yeah, no, you have to go do it, and that takes time. It takes time, and it takes time. I'm not really worried about that, but it takes money as well. The money I don't really have right now. I'm kind of short on it. Hey, Rarest. But yeah, PA Flyboy, I have thought about it. I gotta be careful. I'm deuteronomically colorblind, so I can't really, per FAA rules, I can't fly at night. Low light conditions screws my eyes up. Like, colors start getting really weird. Like, in light conditions like this, I can see that that's blue, and it's green, and that's gray. With white stripes, I can see all that just fine. But if it was like low light conditions, my eyes, they get all screwed up. Sure, RJ. Okay. Let's put this in our flight log. Pier 1, day 17, 00:35. 12. The flight duration was about an hour. Could I see your Kerbal construct difficulty settings? Yeah, sure, buddy. Yeah. What do you think? Not yet, uncapping. But Blue, I want to go into the SPH and set the menus in there and see if that fixes anything. I think that might be what we needed to do. Because I remember you and Loopy and a couple of people were talking to me about this piece of terrain that I'm on, this garage. How you had to, there was a setting, like I got it working, and then there was a setting to get it to, like, function. You know what I mean? I totally forget what it was. Set max facility range to max, just allows more, and leave stock comnet. Leave stock comnet. Okay. Alright, let's recover. You did your PPL 15 years ago, and it set me back 12 grand, and I don't fly anymore because renting is so dang expensive, but hey, I have that precious flight log to brag with. Yeah. Yeah, Kyron, the guys that basically taught me were like, dude, all you got to do is just have the money. You know what you're doing. Like, I was landing Cessnas in Flight Sim, like, no problem. And they were like, yeah, you should just go do it. And I'm like, I don't... So, to be fair, when I was doing it, I had the money at the time, but I was saving up for a down payment for a house. So I just said I didn't have the money at the time. And guess what? I still don't have the money. I still don't. Yeah. Alright. So you said there was an editor in here, or there was a menu in here, Blue. Let's see. Kerbal Konstructs. Open base. Of course, Cortex. But that's for the universal spawn point that I put down, so... Do that for all the red ones. Recovery vehicle site. So, can you scroll any? No. No, it didn't let me. Let's see what happens here. Hey. No signal. No signal. No nothing. I don't know, uncapping. Usually we can figure it out. That's like a last-ditch effort. Try putting a relay dish there. That was the only other thing you read. Okay.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
My name is Jeff.
Whoa, that was weird. Jeff, thanks for the 5 months, man. Sorry. My name is Jeff.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Fozzie. Are you finished with those errands? You finished those errands? Errands? You finished those errands? No, I'm not finished with those errands. I will never be finished with those errands. Don't you get it? Don't you get it, you crustaceous cheapskate? You tell the rain to quiet down? Oh yeah, here, let me just yell at the weather.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Did you make a named group for any of these ground stations? What do you mean a named group? Yeah, of course. This one is Fjord GTS. Keep flying and don't forget to finish your errands. Okay. Is the object set in that group? Yeah, of course. Hey, from Switzerland. Hey, Softwalkers, how are you? Another hello from Switzerland. What's going on, guys? Okay, go back into the difficulty settings and click open everything. Open everything, accept. Apply, accept, resume. Hail Mary, but it should work. Let's do the open everything blue and then restart the game and see what that does. It's the only thing I can think of. You know, worst case scenario, dudes. See the trailers that I just put out? Worst case scenario, we fly out, put a spawn point at every single one of these things. And then just put the trailers there. Screw it. We know that'll work. Oh, jeez, Kyron. Nice. It's a little scary, but alright. Shotch, I know that guy. Sorry guys, I don't like sitting here and troubleshooting things on stream. It's really not fun. I don't enjoy doing this, but I really want this to work too. Nah, Badger, what I'll do is I'll put my ground stations down there. There you go, laser juice. Yeah. No, I won't even fly around and drop off the trailers, Blackness. I mean, we could do that. I will literally just fly out, make a spawn point, and then put the trailers out there. You know what I'm saying? Yep, no signal. Nothing. Remote Tech is a different mod, Gore-Tex. Enable extra ground stations is a stock in-game feature on capping. I like doing this way, if we have to. And I know that these stations, this stuff does work. And you don't need people, you don't need Kerbals on them. I know because we did this in a career mode save. Sorry for not being much help. It's okay, Fungi. You're giving me your time. You're helping me out, dude. Like, don't worry about it. It's all good. We'll find ways to do it. I'm not too incredibly concerned. I think he's onto something though. Well, some of them don't have spawn points passing, so we need to go on a little bit of a trip. Maybe extra ground stations must be enabled to have Kerbal. Okay. We have a signal. Oh, for frick's sake! Now the stupid other ground stations are there. Ugh. Like, look, there's ground stations all over the place. How good are those ground stations? Can you uncheck the open all? Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah, open everything is already unchecked. Okay. But it's already done, yeah. That's so annoying. Yeah, no, yeah, Badger, I got you, man. Yeah, thank you. I could have sworn we already messed with that, but it's all good. Let's see, what can we mess with here? All right, leave stock ComNet. Let's take that one off, right? Right? So if I take one of the trucks, the K200, right? And we take it. This is the. Let's just give it a probe core right there. Make sure nobody's aboard. We go out here, set it to Fjord GTS Universal Spawn Point. I don't know. I mentioned that setting over an hour ago. Probably closer to 2, if not even more, just saying. Sorry? What do you want? Credit? Do you want me to give you a gold star? Here, have your gold star for contributing nothing to the discussion. I appreciate it. Dude. Thanks. Sorry. Link. Thanks for the 60 months, man. I appreciate it. Oh, man. Yeah, but now we have all those stupid ground tracking stations, all the extra ones. How powerful are those? I mean, clearly they're powerful to go out past the moon, you know? I did just disable them. Maybe the game needs a restart, dude. Yeah, Cork, that's an interesting thing. But see, that, like, okay, just on a side note, you know, Drummer was in here, and I was like, I think your boy's doing something wrong, and I am doing something wrong, you know, like, that was me. That was pretty straightforward stuff. Like, if you I find that if you Google something, right, and you can't find a solution on Google, that means it's something that's easily solved. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe it detects the Kerbal Konstructs as extra ground stations. That's very weird. But yeah, no, that's my bad, fellas. Sorry. I mean, yeah. It's the KSC ground station prop, though, Drador. It's not one of the ground station props. But it might use the... maybe. I don't know. Oh, nice, Z. Cool. Very nice, Centaur. Yeah, it's a mess. That happens, man. It happens, dudes. Yeah, what do you want to say? I mean, I'm a little embarrassed that it was just one click, but that's not. I mean, Drummer, in that regard, it's not very intuitive. But let's see. I don't think that. Well, I'm wrong. My ground stations are tracking everything now. Yeah. Excellent. Oh, thank God. Alright, it was just config settings, dude. We did everything right. Yep, Kerbera is tracking that mission debris right there, and Tidris has an acquisition through Kerbera and KSC. Well, I'm happy. Whether you guys want to fly out to these places and put spawn points down is up to you. Yeah, I'm not sure what you want. Which toggle? The allow extra ground stations airborne is the toggle that I was looking for. Do you think we'll see the jellyfish at launch later? It's possible. I think it's still going to be too light out, Zizep. How'd you make the stock station go away? It's an option in Kerbal Konstructs difficulty settings, Fred. disable stock ground stations, but you have to restart the game. That's the key. You got to restart. Now my ground stations are working, which is nice. Yeah, but what I'm thinking, Toothless, is putting, words. Putting a spawn point at each one of these so we could move around, but we don't have to. Yeah. Alright. Good. So what's next? Idris 2. Yep. Alright, guys, we are set to go. Thank you for your help, everyone. Except for you, Creeper. Thank you for everybody else's help. Sorry, man. I'm just being a jerk. When Creeper doesn't get an acknowledgement for help, he gets a gold star instead. Love you. Thanks for putting up with my crap, dudes. Anyway, I appreciate it. No, he's not RJ level. No, not yet. So, it's 4:30 right now. The SpaceX launch is at 5:20, I think. There's not a lot of time to do much in between then. 5:21. Yeah. What do you call an American bee? Yeah, I think we have time for a stretch break. Alright, flip that off. Flip that like that. I'm so happy that we... You know what? I'm happy that we didn't need to fly out there. I want to do shuttle missions. A USB. I dislike you. Give me 1 second, guys. Want to switch weather? No. I'll take the rain. Ban him? No. No, no. You could get Tejas to launch in and come back to deploy later. I think someone redeemed a stretch break passing. I think that's what we'll do. Alright, chat, stand by for loss of signal from main control, as expected.